Welcome to the Horse Hour podcast. I'm your host, Amy Stevenson. Now, we're just about to meet a real-life superhero. His name's Justin Nelzen, and he's been hailed a hero because of his selfless actions over the weekend. Now, not everybody would jump into a violent river to save some drowning horses, but that's exactly what Justin did. Just have a look at this video before we meet him.
Yeah.
All right, swim him out. There you go. All right.
There you go. Well, he's...
Bring him through. Bring him through. There you go. You guys swim him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
A horse was stranded, and a lovely, very handsome man came along, jumped in, and saved it. That was you.
It was, yeah. We knew there was a big storm coming, and the area where it was actually 86 horses on one farm that they had to basically evacuate immediately. And part of the problem was all the rain that we had, which isn't really uncommon, especially for that farm. They pretty regularly get flooded, but the second problem was they opened up the floodgates in the middle of the night and didn't tell anybody, and they opened it 100%. So literally, I mean, it was a wall of water from what I hear that came through. And I mean, normally she's able to get some trucks out and start moving the horses out, and usually a couple get, I don't want to say left behind, but there's always a little bit of a rescue effort going on over there. But this one completely caught them off guard because they opened up the floodgates. And so I just happened to be scrolling on Facebook and saw that they were having some issues over there. And I kind of looked at my daughter and said, "Hey, why don't we go over there and check them out?" And drove over. And when we got there, the water was extremely high, and everyone's just standing on the side of the road. And I look out, and there's a horse stuck on. Well, it's in the water. Clearly, it's stuck on something. I don't know what it's stuck in. And but everyone's just standing there. So I throw off my shirt. Thankfully, I had shorts on, and ran out there. And there was a guy just standing there with a life vest. I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "We'll go do something." And he's like, "I'm not getting in there." So I grabbed the life vest and jump in the water and swim out. And the biggest issue with a lot of these horses were just the fact that there was a lot of gates and cross fencing, and the water's so high that all the horses, I shouldn't say all, a lot of the horses were getting caught on the fencing, and then just getting them out, you had to go over fences that you couldn't see.
Oh my gosh.
And of course the water is moving so fast, and these are, 1,000 to 1,200 pound horses. So the current was pushing them up against, either logs or trees or fences. And just because of their size, they're not smart enough to reach over or do anything about it.
No, so were they getting caught? Were they getting caught in fences?
Exactly, and moving them was, of course, a big deal because obviously you can't tell them hey, can you just help me out and lift your arm up just a little bit, please? So so what started off as one horse brought that one in. It kind of snowballed from there, and they're like, "Hey, there's another one over here." So I'd run off and do another one, and then
oh wow! So you didn't just do the one, because we've just seen the footage of you saving the grey.
Oh no! I think when I got done, someone told me that I saved around 15, and then
Justin.
And then there was another 10 to 14 in the barn still, which the barn was actually a little bit higher, so they weren't swimming in the barn. It was up to about their bellies. But getting them out, there was a vicious current that we had to get them through. So I coordinated with some boats to come in, and we had to drag them out through the fast water. But there was two other ladies that were helping me, Devin Horn, and I don't know the other lady. But the three of us were jumping on the horses' backs as they were dragging them through, and then once they get them through that area, then we would ride them out. And then, of course, at that point, there's tons of people up on the shoreline. So it wasn't just me. There was a lot of people there helping. Just in the beginning, it was me, because nobody was really sure what to do or so on and so forth. And I was like, get your asses in the water. Let's go. We have to help these horses.
You took the initiative. You were the first one that actually said, you know what, we've got to do something. Because so many people stand by and actually watch what happens and go, oh, isn't that bad? Isn't that bad? But nobody actually does it themselves. And you did that. Over here, they would have been going crazy on health and safety. They'd be like, you're not wearing a hat. You don't have the right safety equipment. What I love is that you just did it and you saved so many horses.
Well, we did get in a little bit of trouble.